Hi everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. I'm Suman Agarwal. I'm the co-founder and director of Image Consulting Business Institute, and today we are live after a long time, and I'm super duper excited to have a conversation all over again with one more exciting soft skills trainer, very intelligent, very innovative, and who's been all out doing a lot of incredible work. And she's based out of Gurgaon. Her name is Asmita Garg, who's a certified soft skills professional from ICBI. And I'm going to have wonderful, interesting conversation with Asmita because she's been doing a lot of work, very active in the market and in the industry itself also. And a lot of insights will come out of this conversation about her past, about her journey when she became a soft skills professional, and what is she doing post her certification. This and much more only on the Spotlight series. So let me see if Asmita is already here. And let me invite her if she is not yet joined. Okay, so she's yet to join. And in the meantime, tell me, how are you all doing? How is everything? Hi, Sushma. Hi, Sandshake. Hi, Ashakya. Hi, Rakshita. Hi, Dipali. Hi, Sumita. Hope all is well. I know somebody's saying it's been a long time. Yes, of course, it's been a really long time because in between, certain norms have changed from the Instagram side, and that is the reason why we have not been able to do live for a very long time. Okay, so let me check the request, and here we go. We have Asmita here, and I'm just accepting her request to join. Hi, Asmita. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miss Sushma. How are you?
Suman.
Miss Suman. Sorry, my
Yeah,
bad.
confused between Sushma and Suman because Sushma
Oh.
has been dealing with you,
Yeah.
and our team member, a very, uh, I would say, very close team member and a
Yes.
very dear team member of ICBI.
And a very warm person, I must say.
Absolutely. So tell me, Asmita, Artiquette. Now,
Yes.
this is such a unique name. How did you get inspired, and in what moment did you decide that you want to embark upon a journey of soft skills with ICBI?
All right. So, answering the first part of your question, the name Artiquette. So, we are three founders, and we somehow wanted to add an element and the first letter of all three of us's name into the company that we founded. So, Asmita, Rachna, Twinkle, we took the first alphabets and somehow art and the art of etiquette, we named it Artiquette, right?
Lovely.
Yeah. And getting into the soft skills journey, I have been into teaching and training for more than a decade now. And I have always had a very good rapport with youngsters, especially.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to be an IELTS trainer. So most of my interaction used to be with students aged between 15 to 25.
Okay.
So I always had a very good rapport with them. But then at some point, I realized that focusing only on the academics is not going to be sufficient in the long term. And that is when I wanted to add a cherry on the cake, which is my teaching part and the soft skills thing. The ICBI happened, and Miss Sushma entered my life, and it's been all uphill from there.
Lovely. So, how was the whole shift from teaching? Because you've had 12 plus years of experience in education. So, how did the whole shift take place from teaching to becoming a, I would say, coach in personal transformation? So, how did you get there all of a sudden? Or I would not even say all of a sudden because this has taken a transition of almost 12 plus years.
Right.
So, how did the whole thing happen?
So teaching has always been my safe space, I would say. I loved my students, I loved my classroom, the routine. But then, as I just mentioned, at a point, I realized that teaching only the subject part is not going to be sufficient because my heart and my brain would always light up when a student would not just score good marks, but they would speak well, they would present themselves well, or they would learn a bit of confidence from me here and there. And then I realized, okay, I do not want to stick to just teaching the curriculum. I want to take a step ahead and I wanted to get into their personality elevation. And that is how I decided to get into the skills training part. And yes, the teaching experience always added to it, always helped me because again training is a form of teaching, just that it is not about marking papers or marking students only on their academic caliber. So I'm loving this part now.
Wonderful. So, you've been Mrs. Chandigarh and Mrs. India Worldwide,
Yes,
right?
I
So,
have
how
been.
has,
I'm
yes.
sorry, I'm sorry to cut you, but I have been a part of Mrs. India Worldwide. I represented Punjab there. I wasn't the winner, but I was crowned Mrs. Chandigarh in 2019.
Wonderful. So, how has this experience shaped your perspective and your confidence level?
A lot, I would say. Pageantry has been a life changing experience for me because I come from a very small town, honestly. I've just shifted to Chandigarh like 6 years back. I
Mm-hmm.
got married at the age of 21. Coming from a small town, getting married into another one, I had no prior experience of modeling or being on the stage whatsoever. And then I jumped into pageantry with zero experience. But again, it has been a transformative journey because being in the limelight, being on the stage, and being in front of the jury, competing with so many beautiful women, it has opened up a completely new world to me and given me a completely new perspective of life.
So, when you
Because
say that you are from a small town, where are you from?
I'm from Punjab, there is a small town named Budlada. You might not
Mhm.
have heard the name. So I come from there.
And what kind of personality were you before you actually entered the pageantry?
Honestly, I have always been a very academic plus a very extrovert kind of kid while growing up. So I was the head girl of my school, always in debates, singing, dancing, you name it, and I did everything. On top of that, I used to be the topper of my school and college. So good at everything. So that's how getting married at an early age somehow made me feel that I am made for so many bigger things in life. And it was all, somehow I was curbing it. And there came a point when my husband pushed me into pageantry, and I thought, why not? Let's take a leap.
Hmm.
And the leap turned out to be the biggest transformation for me in life. So, yes, I was always good at everything, but pageantry, modeling, I was new to this. That's what I meant.
Wonderful. And that's such an incredible thing that your husband actually motivated you to participate in that because usually it's the other way around. It's very
I
rare to have husbands being so encouraging and so motivating.
Yes, yes. And as I said, I got married at 21 and he was 24. So we have kind of grown up together and he has always had my back and always pushed me to do things in life. And he continues to do the same till date. So whatever I have achieved, whatever I have gained, wherever I am, I owe it all to him and to my family.
Excellent. So tell me, Asmita, that what has been the biggest mindset shift from you from the perspective of being a teacher to a soft skills trainer? Has there been any kind of a shift in your mindset uh, when you transitioned from being one professional to another professional?
Yes, definitely it has been. So when I used to be a teacher, my mindset used to be, okay, I've taught this subject, I've marked their papers, I've done my job, and that's all they need. Now it is completely up to them how they grasp it, how they move ahead in life. And this is what is lacking in our school educational system in India, right? Even in colleges and universities, we do not focus on the overall holistic development of the children. And this is what my mindset used to be. But again, there came a point when I realized there are brilliant students around. I had some amazing kids around who were getting 98%, 99%. But when it came to an interview or a speech or being on the stage, they used to fumble, they used to shiver. And that is why I realized that being a teacher is somehow incomplete if you do not add a personal touch to it. You cannot just teach the subject and get out of the class and expect them to be prepared for life. So our students, they are prepared for academics, yes. They are prepared for exams, yes, definitely. But are they prepared for life? This is what we are not covering in our education system. So my mindset shift, yes, this has been that.
And just to add to that, you always talk about grace over perfection. Now, how did this philosophy evolve over a period of time for you personally?
I have always believed, Miss Suman, that perfection is exhausting. You cannot always,
Yes.
24 hours, 24/7, you cannot put up a facade and expect people to see you as someone perfect, because we are humans, we are not robots. We make mistakes, we err, and this is how we learn. So I have always believed in being authentic, being yourself, how much ever flawed it may be. I truly believe that when you are yourself, you do not have to put a mask or a facade for the public or for people, be it your close ones, be it for the strangers, be it for the social media. So I have always believed in being graceful, but not perfect. So I would like to be the best version of myself, but I would also accept that I'm far from perfect at all times.
And I would just say that it doesn't only put stress on you, it also stresses the people around you.
Exactly. I agree.
Because you are only unnecessarily straining relationships, straining your perspective about certain things, because only when you take steps, if you're progressive, that's far better than being perfectionist.
Completely agree. I couldn't agree more. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So, has there been any kind of a moment where you felt that because of your experience and the kind of work that you do as a soft skills professional, you have been able to impact lives of people? And some moment touched you so deeply that you realized that, yes, this is why I wanted to do what I actually did.
Yes, I have been fortunate enough to have trained students, professionals, youngsters, even housewives in the last couple of years as a soft skills trainer. As I told you, I have always had a soft corner and I have a good rapport with youngsters because I have always been associated with that age. So, one of my students who is currently also in touch with us, she is an MBBS student, someone who's a very pretty girl inside out, and the only thing lacking in her was she needed to work on her confidence part. Maybe the family circumstances or the way she was brought up, someone just needed to push her. And after a few sessions, we, not just me, my two partners, we created such a rapport with her that one day I recall that I gave her an activity where she had to draw a confidence ladder, and she had to tell me where she sees herself, on which part of the ladder, and who has helped her come there from the step down. And she mentioned that, ma'am, you, along with two more people, have helped me come here. So, step by step, she moved up the ladder, and she is quite a different person now. I wouldn't say that we have transformed her, But yes, we have impacted her life in a very positive way, that I believe. And these small reinforcements, these positive moments from the clients, from the students, from the children we teach, I think those are the moments which are bigger than any award in life, and that
Absolutely.
which tell you that you're on the right path.
100%. I completely agree with you. And that is where I would always say that money is just a byproduct of what you actually do with the client, because that's so gratifying. You're in the profession of impacting lives in a way that their life changes 360 degrees.
Yes, I agree.
And that's far more important than anything else.
It
And
is.
then when you start doing this kind of work, you automatically start feeling that पैसा तो आ ही जाएगा. But मैंने जो किया है, that is beyond money or any kind of materialistic satisfaction.
Right, right. I would like to add here, before becoming a soft skill trainer, I owned my own IELTS institute, and in partnership with someone, and I had 100 plus students. So I was
Wow.
earning, I think, 10 times of what I'm earning now, honestly. And I was at a very good place professionally, but I left the city, I left the job or the work to start something afresh, something very new with hardly any financial stability or surety what I would be earning. Though I am at a very good place right now, both financially and emotionally and professionally. But taking that leap was difficult, but as you said, I did not have that professional angle, sorry, financial angle in mind at that time, because I knew that if this works for me, I'm going to be changing lives.
True,
So that
true.
is what is important.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So tell me, Asmita, as a mother and a professional, what has been your own biggest personal transformation in last 3 years?
Right. So I'm a mother to two kids. My son is 19 and my daughter is 14. So I think for the last 3 years, I have been more professionally inclined. And what happens is that mom guilt starts coming somehow. No matter how grown up your kids are, you somehow feel that you're not able to give them time, or though they do not need me physically that much, having grown up, but the mental
Mhm.
or emotional bonding that they need, though I'm always there for them. So I have taught myself that my kids are going to see their mother as someone who is working on herself. I have given them time. I have brought them up well with good values, and now it is time for me to work on myself. And I should not have that mom guilt, and this would be my message to all the mothers there out there as well, that it is undeniable that you would have that guilt, but your kids would see you as someone whose world does not revolve around the family only, just the kids or the husband or the family. She is a person in herself. She's an individual in herself, and she needs to work on herself as well. So who am I outside the home? Who am I when I'm not a mother or a wife? And this is who I want to see, want my kids to see me as. So when I'm
And
at
this is
home,
exactly what kids also respect a lot.
yes,
If you see the larger picture and when you realize that, okay, I have spent so much time with my kids and this is what my kids wanted. Yes, they wanted till they were like 2, 3, 4, or maximum 5.
right,
After that, they have their own way of dealing with things, their own friend circle, their own routine, their own schedules. And after a particular point in time, they start questioning themselves and questioning the mother that what do you do?
yes,
So that is where people should understand that there has to be an identity beyond being a mother or beyond being a wife or beyond being somebody something. You have your own independent identity also, and there is nothing wrong in that. There has to be no mom guilt there because you are doing everything else plus you are taking care of yourself.
agree, completely agree. Yeah, that's
And
what I
who
truly
else
believe.
can do better than women?
Definitely.
Women are designed to multitask and they do
Yes,
it so beautifully.
yes, we are. Yes, we do.
Excellent.
Completely.
So, Asmita, many women struggle with confidence and presence. I'm sure you also deal with so many women who have these common issues.
Right.
So, what is the most common mistake they make, and what would you tell them if you have to deal, if you have to actually tell them that, how do you improvise or how do you change?
Right. So, coming from a small town, I have seen two different worlds. Coming in a good city now, I see different kind of women who face different problems. And living in a small town, I saw different women. So, talking about small town women, they again have based their life around the kids, husband, or family, and they're not ready to work on themselves or come out of that shell. And talking about city women, they are ready to work on themselves. But the one mistake I have seen most women commit is they're not ready to take that first step. So they are hesitant somehow and they keep dragging it. Whenever I talk to a woman who needs to work on herself, she would say, okay, ek baar ye ho jaye, then I would start. Ek baar main weight lose kar loon, then I would start. And the day, believe me, it never comes. So I always tell them, take that first step. And the
एक बार
staircase
बच्चों का
will
स्कूल हो जाए तब करूंगी, एक बार बेटे की शादी हो जाए तब करूंगी, एक बार 10th क्रॉस हो जाए तब करूंगी, एक बार 12th के बोर्ड्स हो जाए तब करूंगी,
exactly,
सो देन
exactly.
तब करूंगी, के बाद अब करूंगी कभी नहीं आता.
नहीं आता है. It never comes. It never comes. So they hardly find time for themselves and they don't prioritize themselves enough. So I always tell them, take that first step. एक बार पहला कदम तो उठाओ. As the secret law of attraction tells, कि पहला कदम उठाओ वो staircase अपने आप सामने आ जाएगा. The
बिल्कुल.
path will reveal itself. So
And you're
you
talking
don't
about
have.
small town, Asmita. This happens in every city, every town. Be it metro, non-metro, 3 tier, 2 tier,
Yeah.
anywhere you talk about, it's the same situation, same circumstances, and same mindset of people.
Mm. Right, right, right. And we
It's
need
the
to come out of.
intent. If you have the intent, anything is possible.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, that's what
You
I tell
so
them.
I would always say that a dream without any intention or any kind of a plan is like hallucination. So people hallucinate, they don't actually take any action because procrastination or hallucination keep going side by side. And
Right.
when the eyes actually open, you're already like 60, 65 plus, and then you regret, अरे मैंने तो कुछ नहीं किया.
Right, right. And our women, our Indian women, they suffer so much from mental health issues because again, they're not ready to come out of their shell. Maybe the upbringing, maybe the patriarchy, the atmosphere around them. But then you have to push yourself at some point. You have to for yourself, for
Absolutely.
your kids.
Absolutely. Otherwise, nothing will move until you move.
Exactly.
So you
Right.
have to take the first step.
Right.
So, what is the vision of Artiquette?
Artiquette's vision is see, we want to work on every aged individual, not just youngsters, because two of my partners they are image consultants. So we want to work on the holistic development of a person. If I work on the soft skills, the internal transformation, I work on the communication, the body language, the posture, the walk, the etiquette part. And in the image part, we want to work on their external transformation, how they look, how they feel better when they dress better. We are currently working on a groom who came to us and who was suggested to us or sent to us by his fiance, and she wanted us to work on him in terms of his appearance, in terms of him being prepared for his big day. So our vision is making first people comfortable in their skin. We do not want them to feel कि हम किसी से कम हैं या
Right.
मुझे उसके जैसा बनना है. So we do have this philosophy that having an idol is fine, having someone to look up to is fine, but you stay authentic to who you are, you be comfortable in who you are, and still become the best version of yourself. And we are here to help you do that. So जैसा भी client है उसके according we try to cater our sessions. If a person is very comfortable in Hindi, let's have the complete session in Hindi. If someone wants to work only on their communication, okay, let's do that. So their comfort comes first, and that is our vision. We want people who come to us to be the best versions of themselves, not imitate anyone else.
And where do you see Artiquette going in the next 3 years?
Oh, I would like to have Artiquette's branches all over India, if you may ask. So, yeah, growing forward, helping people, helping professionals, housewives, students, everyone. We have just started our sessions in universities as well with some trainers working under us. So, yes, we are branching ourselves. We are trying to do our best. And I hope it all goes well and we grow a lot.
Lovely. Wonderful. So finally, for all the people who are watching, who feels that they are potentially lacking any kind of refinement or any kind of polish, what would be one nugget that you would like to leave with them so that they remember for lifetime?
Again, take that first step. That first step, if you push yourself, see, it is never going to be easy. For me, stepping out of my home after having two kids at 28, it was never easy. And living in a small town again where none of the women had ever stepped out of home for work, it was never easy. But I told myself, okay, I have to do this.
Asmita, we've lost your voice.
I'm audible now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I had a call. Sorry, I apologize. So I was saying it wasn't easy for me to take that first step as a mother of two at a young age of 28. But if I could do it, anyone can.
Yeah.
So get out of your comfort zone. Comfort zone can be very boring. It can be exhausting, I believe. So there is a complete new world for you to explore. There are so many things. Try. The what would happen? You would fail. वैसे भी घर पे ही बैठे हैं. So why not step out and explore new things and become a better version of yourself? That
Absolutely. At least give yourself one chance,
yes,
if nothing else.
yes.
Wonderful. So let's open certain questions if people have, because I'm sure some people may be wanting to ask some questions to you, to me, or even in general. So all the people who are here, if you have any question for Asmita or for me, please feel free to type them in the comment section and we'll be happy to give you the answer. We have only 5 minutes to do that. Anyone who has any question for any one of us, you're welcome to type that in the comment section. Unless you feel that we've already answered all the questions. So, Asmita, usually what is the kind of schedule that you follow?
See, as I told you, we have some trainers working under us, and they do the university college trainings, and we ourselves also do that. But the three of us, we are more focused on individual or one-on-one sessions for now, and we have workshops here in our office. And the schedule is not fixed. We start our day a bit late, around 11, and then it goes according to the sessions we have till 6. Maybe it goes beyond that. So, no fixed schedule. According to per day, it happens. But I think being busy is the best thing for a person.
And what do you do for self care?
Self care, you wouldn't believe I'm a very lazy person when it comes to self care. The one thing I would never skip is sunscreen. Then the gym, which is non-negotiable for me in the morning. Summers, I go swimming. I'm not a walk person, and I then take care of my diet. I love food. I'm super foodie, but I try to avoid it. Being post 40 for a woman, the hormonal changes start to appear, and you have to be cautious of what you put inside your body. And I take care of my diet and work out. That's all. Simple, very simple.
Excellent. So, I believe there are no questions. And we've answered everything. So thank you so much, Asmita, and thank you everybody who's been a part of this live interaction. I would love to see all of you once again next week. Until then, this is Asmita Garg and Suman Agarwal signing off for today. Thank you once again, Asmita. This
Thank
was
you
a
so
lovely
much.
conversation with you.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure and it was an honor. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. Bye.
Bye.